Okay, I need y'all's help figuring out who's in the wrong in this scenario because I genuinely can't figure it out. So, talking to this guy, 38, doctor, really cute, and he asked me out on a first date next weekend. He's like, hey, would you like to go out with me? Like, I'm thinking drinks. Like, what would you like to do? And I was like, oh, drinks can be fun. Like, but like the new Barbie movie comes out and I'd really like to see that. He's like, oh yeah, like that would be cool. Let's do that. And I was like, yeah, great. Sounds awesome. Let's do it. So then I get a text from him last night and he's like, hey, did you get the tickets yet? And I was like, no, question mark. And he's like, oh, why not? Were they sold out already? And I was like, no, to be honest, like I didn't even look yet. And I'm under the impression that this was like a first date. And he's like, it is, question mark. I'm the one that recommended drinks. You're the one that recommended a movie, ...
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now, it's the right time, it's the right sound, right now, tell the whole pipe down, tell that nigga pipe down,
What's good, shout around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
I am sick. I'm sick because I will go out in public and see today's young men, and I'm just like, something's not clicking for me. Something's just not doing it for me. I've been single for 4 years. But then I'll go to the thrift store, and you know those like little buckets that have like the old photos in them? Yeah, I'll look through those. And I'm like, whose grandpa is this? Because he was so fine, okay? Like my grandpa who was in World War II. Not him. Okay, give me a second. My grandpa who was in World War II, a fighter pilot, he was alive until a few years ago, and he was wonderful. And when he passed away, I was the one who was like, give me all these family photos, like give me everything, like give me the photos. So I have photos of him and his squadron, I think you call it. They were the real, like they were so fun. Not my grandpa, but the men that he was flying and working with. They were so handsome. And I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't. And then I'll see those TikToks of the men, like the actors from the 60s, the 50s and the 60s, and they were so handsome. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they dressed. But, like, I don't like old men. I love young men. I just love young men back then, you know.
All right, guys. So y'all heard it. She wants that old thing back. But those types of men, you know, there are still some few and far between. But most of those types of men, they're not coming back. Now, she's hyper-focused on their looks. But the reality is those types of men moved way different. They did whatever they wanted. And that was a real patriarchal society. But what feminism has done is weeded out those types of men. They've dumbed down the men. They've feminized the men. So these types of men, they're not going to the gym, okay, nowadays, right? Back in the day, everybody was fit. And here's the thing. Men today have lost the incentive to be those types of men that women wanted back then. Because being masculine is toxic now. Being masculine, being strong, being a guy who's going to run into the fire or run into the wave of bullets, having that type of demeanor, you don't just grow up and, oh yeah, lolly-dotty-dot, okay, I'm brave now. No, that's not how it happens. You skin your knees, you skin your elbows, you get roughed up a bit, you get cuts on your face, you get cuts around your body, because these types of men embrace the danger. And they're extremely masculine, hyper masculine, with extremely high sex drives as well, okay? Nobody wants to talk about those same type of men were not faithful, okay? I'm not saying all of them weren't, but a lot of them, they did whatever they wanted to do. And their woman was at home and she supported them no matter what. So, I mean, you talk to your grandparents and your grandmas will tell you stories. Yeah, he had a baby on me and I stayed down, and I'm telling you that right now. So the reality is the women are not the same. They're fatter, for one. They're less feminine. And, you know, they have more baggage. They're ran through. They're not virgins anymore. So the women are not the same, and the men are not going. So the men are not going to be the same. And then you also have the feminist propaganda telling men that being masculine is toxic, being strong is toxic. You know, going to the gym is toxic, gym bro culture, and all this kind of stuff. So y'all have created the the scarcity of strong masculine men. And until you start to stand up and take accountability and start rewarding those strong masculine men, then you're probably going to continue to not get what you want out of men. Now, a lot of these women talking this type, oh, well, the men aren't as handsome as they were. The reality is everybody's starting to look way better than they did back in the day, okay? But it's only the top 10% who are getting those good genetics, okay? A lot of those guys, they were, killed off in war and whatnot, so only certain genetics are being passed down. But overall, the people are starting to look better and better over time. Like the bad chicks in this day and age, the bad chicks back then, not many of them can compare. And if you really want to keep it a buck, okay? But the reality is, guys, women have created the scarcity in the market when it comes to, the men, all right, and the strong masculine men. And it's pretty funny to see them go on social media and complain about it because, y'all created this. Y'all were begging for this. Y'all were telling men to be more emotional, be, less masculine and embrace your feminine side and paint your fingernails and, do your makeup and all this kind of stuff. And it's just backfired on the women. And not only are they failing in their relationships, but they're also trying to make lesbian relationships work, and those are failing miserably as well. So a lot of women have created the environment for less masculine men in the States, and they wonder why they're not getting what they want.
Okay, I need y'all's help figuring out who's in the wrong in this scenario because I genuinely can't figure it out. So, talking to this guy, 38, doctor, really cute, and he asked me out on a first date next weekend. He's like, hey, would you like to go out with me? Like, I'm thinking drinks. Like, what would you like to do? And I was like, oh, drinks can be fun. Like, but like the new Barbie movie comes out and I'd really like to see that. He's like, oh yeah, like that would be cool. Let's do that. And I was like, yeah, great. Sounds awesome. Let's do it. So then I get a text from him last night and he's like, hey, did you get the tickets yet? And I was like, no, question mark. And he's like, oh, why not? Were they sold out already? And I was like, no, to be honest, like I didn't even look yet. And I'm under the impression that this was like a first date. And he's like, it is, question mark. I'm the one that recommended drinks. You're the one that recommended a movie, ... And I can't tell who's in the wrong here because like while he's correct, I'm the one that recommended the movie. You're the one that asked me on a first date, and you also asked me, like, what would I like to do? And I said, yeah, drinks in a movie would be awesome. So should I be going, like, 50-50, like, he pays for drinks and I do the movie since I recommended it? Or is it because it's a first date, like, he should pay? I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that you're debating this just tells me you're not ready for a high-value man, okay? Because when a woman comes across a high-value man, she say, oh, he's a doctor, this, that, and the third. You ain't gonna get many of these to take interest in you. So you need to act fast and you need to act proper. Whatever he say goes. Whatever his program is goes. You tried to switch up the date, do a switcheroo, and do something that you wanted to do. Okay, now you gonna have to flip the bill. Y'all wanted equality, y'all wanted 50-50, but then when it's thrown in your face and it's like, hey, 50-50, here it go, baby. You're mad at it. So you can't be mad, boo-boo. You need to go ahead and pick up the bill. Pick up the tab, okay? Pick it up, pay for the movie, because if you don't, this guy is going to slip through your fingers. I've been done told y'all that y'all are not ready for high value men. You're not. You're just not. Because these men don't wait around, and he's a doctor. He's doing surgeries. He has limited time. So I'm not just going to go bounce around. I told you drinks. Now you want to switch it up to a movie. Okay, you flip the movie bill, I'll flip the drinks bill. We have a good time. But when equality is put in your face, now you're upset, now you're confused, you taking too long to respond to the text messages. Boom, on to the next one. Okay, this is how the high value, highly desired men are moving. And a lot of ladies are going to get left behind, and then they're going to be wondering why they 45, single, no kids. And it's because of your attitude. It's because you're not easygoing. It's because you're not free, freely going, right? You need to ease up. You need to chill out. You need to relax. The man said, hey, boom, you get the tickets yet? Y'all talking about y'all got all this money. What is the ticket? $24 for both of y'all? $12, $15 each? Like, come on, man. You over here complaining about $30. I mean, it's so ridiculous. But y'all supposed to have all this money. Y'all supposed to be strong and independent. No, baby. Flip the tab, okay? It's time to flip that tab, though. But this is how you can show that a lot of these women, they're not really interested in equality. They're interested in things that benefit them, okay? And what benefits them is being able to go out and do the things that they want to do and not spend the money on it. No, the man told you what he wanted to do. He wanted drinks. He didn't want to see no damn Barbie movie. But then since you suggested it, okay, cool, we'll do that, but it's on you. I think that's fair. But she can't see it. And, the hamster wheel is spinning in her head because she's not used to a man saying, all right, nah, cool. You gonna pay for it. And that's how a lot of high value men are moving nowadays, all right? For one, it proves that you're not a gold digger, all right? You're just not in it for the money. Women love to say, it's not about the money, it's not about the money, but when it comes to paying for the bill, oh yeah, it is about the money. No, it's always been about the money. Just say that. Just say, yes, it's about the money, pay for it, because I don't want to come out of pocket because I don't want to pay for nothing. Let's just keep it a buck. All right. You think that you going on a date with this man is an equal value exchange, but you both are together. All right. Y'all are exchanging energy. That's an equal exchange. It's not, oh, you show up and you get paid to show up because you some type of celebrity and we booking. If that's the case, then I might as well hire an escort. So, y'all need to get y'all minds right. Y'all need to start being more cooperative. And if you want that old-timey traditional man, you better be moving traditional. When the man says drinks, we going for drinks. And then if he feels like he want to go and do some more, because if you just act right on a drinks date, he going to take you out to more opportunities. But you can't see your blessing in the future, honey, because you are over here obsessed that you paying for the first date. Like, bro, this junk is so crazy, dog, but it is what it is. You already know. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship questions to email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so no paying your ties, man. Y'all need to be in your motherfucking name with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.